Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, can we create private access modifier inside an interface? The answer is yes. If it is Java 9 and above versions. Okay, from Java 9 version onwards, in Java, it is possible to create private access modifier specified methods. Okay, inside an interface, you can create private access modifier specified methods. Okay, the previous versions of Java, that is below the Java 9 version, that is Java 8, Java 7, Java 6, whatever the versions if you are using, in that versions, okay, this private access modifier cannot be specified for the methods inside an interface. So the answer is yes from Java 9 onwards, and the answer is no from the below versions of Java 9, that is Java 8, etc. Okay, which are the versions of Java which are lesser than Java 9, it is not possible to create or specify private access modifier inside the interfaces. Okay, only from Java 9 onwards it is possible in Java. So let me practically demonstrate this and prove you that how we can specify the private access modifier inside an interface from Java 9 onwards. Okay, so here let's go to this Eclipse IDE again and see what is there here. Let me go to the properties. I'll right click on this project and select properties. I'll go to the Java compiler. Here it is currently set to 9 version. I'll just use this use compliance from execution environment 1.8 is there. I'm just setting it to 1.8 and say apply and close. That means currently this particular Java project is using Java 8. Okay, assume that it's using Java 8 now. JRE system library Java 8 is there now. Okay, now in this kind of situation, I'll try to create an interface and show you that you cannot specify private access modifier inside an interface. Okay, just create an interface here. Just name this interface with some random name. Let's say interface 1. Click on finish. Interface will be created. Inside the interface, can you specify? Can you create private modifier specified methods? Okay, let's try that. Private void sample 1. If I try to create a method with the name sample 1 and I specified this private access modifier before this method inside an interface, I did that. You see, already I'm getting an error saying illegal modifier for the interface method sample 1, only public abstract default static are permitted. Okay, so this is not possible, guys. It's not possible for us to specify private access modifier before methods inside an interface. Okay, here I'll write inside sample 1, inside private method 1 I'll say. Okay, inside private method 1 I'll say. This is not possible in Java to create a private methods inside an interface. Private modifier cannot be specified inside the interface. Okay, if the version of Java is less than 9. I told you, right? The answer is no if the version is less than 9. If the Java version that we are using in the Java project is less than 9, it's not possible for us to create a private method inside an interface, or it's not possible to use this private modifier, access modifier inside an interface, because the current version of the Java I'm using is 1.8, which is less than 9. But what if I change this? If I uncheck this one and change this one, if I go with at least minimum version 9, from 9th version onwards in Java, from 9th version in Java, you see error is gone, guys. Okay, error is gone. You can create private methods. How to call these methods? Inside this interface, we can create some default and static methods. You can call this private method with the help of default method. Default void. I'll simply say sample 1. Okay, and here I can call this method case. Okay, from this default method can call this private method. This is only possible. This private modifier can be specified before the methods that is inside the interface only from the Java 9 version onwards. In the previous versions of Java, that is Java 8, Java 7, it's not possible for us to create these private methods. Okay, to call these private methods in the latest versions of Java starting from Java 9, okay, we have to use this default method, okay, from where you can call this private methods. And also, what if this private method is of static type? What if I create a private method like this, private static void sample 2? If I create a static private method, and here I'll write down inside private method 2, then is it possible to create private static method? Yes, it's possible to specify the private modifier for the methods starting from Java 9 version onwards. So it is still possible to create static methods, whether that particular method, private method, is a non-static method or static method, we can create. But how to call the static method, private static method? For that we'll create static void sample2. Okay, inside the interface you can implement some methods like default and static methods, and from this static method you can call this static private method. Okay, static private method, private static method, or static private method. You see, you are able to call this methods also. Okay, so simple answer here. With this practical demonstration, you can clearly understand that inside an interface, is it possible for us to use or specify the private access modifier? Yes, we can specify the private access modifier before the methods. Only from the Java 9 version onwards, it is possible, guys. From the previous versions of Java 9, like Java 8, Java 7, it is not possible. Okay, just we have to make sure that right click on the project, go to properties, and make sure that the version of the Java compiler here is set to minimum 9 version. Okay, if it is 8 or 7 or 6, right, it will not be possible. Minimum, you see, if I say 8, right, error will come again. You see, errors will come again. You see, Java 8 means errors will come again. Okay, errors are coming. You cannot create this illegal modifier. It will say, Java will say illegal modifier. So I have to change this version of the Java to latest version, starting from Java 9 onwards. Okay, Java 9 or above. Just try to use any version starting from Java 9 and above. The errors will not come. You can simply specify the private modifier before the methods or inside the interface. Okay, the answer for this question is yes. If the particular Java version that you are using is Java 9 or Java 9 onwards, it is possible. You have to simply answer. Okay, with practical demonstration, I've answered this question for you. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye.